So repositioning my calendar, so you can always check the date. You can't check the year though, it's still 2017. Anyway. Okay, so to you need some pedigree anyway. And I could give you some advices anyway about some precious advices, or yeah, just needs common sense to understand that whatever that makes to the market, what I say here, we'll see in the future. But I'm ready to share my knowledge and to to show certain things to the community, or yeah, to all the those involved into the betting market, and see what's gonna happen. I mean, yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna show you some things, and I'm trying to give you some precious advices as well, how you could start to become professional, right? Think like a pro, something like that. Precious advices. Anyway, so I've been setting up another example, so at least that's what I meant with the pedigree. So at least you can take something from this, apart from seeing my ugly old face and well, repeatedly. You need something else, and so I'm going to show you this. And also, of course, this is getting into precious advices or things you simply need to know and understand. Make sure you do. And so it is, people tended, they do ask you, okay, they found out, okay, professional gambler, whatever, and then they tend to ask those questions, what do you bet on? And it's not the term, so to say, I wished to be used, because it's not the professional term, rather. But to explain to you, I mean, we are. I'm using rather the term. I might position myself, right. This is a much smarter term, and it's much more like it. You know, if, if I bet on something, right? Okay. So I'm the punter. I bet for 185. But who's giving me the price? And what is he doing? What is his position? I bet for 185. Okay, I bet €100. So there's 185 euro, so to say, at stake. So we put it on the table or underneath the board or something like that. So we hide it there, and we both have a share of this amount of money we put on the table, so to say, for this one bet. But I'm betting 100 and he's betting 85. So he's betting with me as well. I'm betting against him and he's betting against me. So we have a swing between us. But this is a new term, a swing between us, right? So we put this money on the table and we're ready, either you win or I win. And this is so why am I betting? What is he doing? He's also betting. So we are both betting. And so there's not this position anymore. You're the punter and he's the bookie or something like that, right? We both put the money on the table and we bet for this amount of money. You could say that the bookmaker is exposing himself with every given odd, because you are not forced to accept any of his prices, while he says at least he's going to accept your bets. I've seen different things, especially considering the size of the bet, right? When I say, okay, I would like to have this 185 on, be it Hannover at home against, in the second Bundesliga against Braunschweig on a given day, whenever, whatever. And then he says, okay, you can bet that, sure, this is my price, but I only take €10. So this is like a joke. So he's not really right. He's exposing himself, but like that with an €8.50, forget about it, right? I rather stop betting with him at all, because he's using my knowledge to adjust his prices. This is what happened at market, right? So he's using my knowledge. Then he says, oh, most likely if Paulsen goes for this, most likely the price is wrong. So I'm gonna give 175 to the next one. Thank you for your advice, Mr. Paulsen. I'm gonna adjust my price. This is what happened. Okay, anyway, we both bet, and you need at least the ability, the versatility, the skill to turn a price into the reverse odds, we should call it, right? So whenever there's a price, I mean, I can type in later to show you, but there's 185. So we learned about this already. We have to turn this into the, I call it here, associated probability. This is the break-even point, so to say. If it were 54.07%, this is the reverse of this price. If it were 54.05%, then we were even in the long run. This game is going to take place just once, so we won't have a lot to argue about. I was on the right side, so let them play again. I lost it, okay, let them play again. They won't play again. Okay, your money's gone. You can forget about it. You can't prove anything, whatever it is. So anyway, this is the associated probability, or it's the break-even probability. If it were like this, it's somewhere around this. If he's setting up the price, but it could be you as well. And if you're getting professional, you try to get the probabilities on your side. So maybe if I bet it, most likely I hope to have an advantage on that. Anyway, there's the associated probability. There's the reverse probability. I don't know really the term. I was trying to find out. And it's a mathematical term, and I was studying in German language anyway. But it's the between 1 and this. So this 45.95 plus 54.05. So this is the opposing probability. And now you can turn this probability into a price as well. So you can calculate the reverse of this odd, any odd you're getting. And okay, I'd like to, just to entertain you a bit, maybe we introduce the term of an odd. Why did it appear to be odd? Because what happens if people on the street, or people, you hear them talking, not in England maybe, but somewhere in Europe, somewhere else where you hear them talking. In Germany here, they have lowest knowledge about this, I say so, but maybe in other countries, I'm not sure, but in England maybe different. But if you hear people, they talk about a bet, then they say, I bet this is gonna happen. And well, the other one would say, well, I think this is, I bet for the same, so there's no bet gonna happen, because he's betting most likely on an occurrence which is highly probable, right? I mean, but as soon as you introduce this term of probability, you start to create an odd. Okay, so if there is a wise man somewhere, right? The people, they say, I bet Bayern Munich are gonna win. So very simple phrase, yeah. Or someone says Bayern are gonna win tonight. Okay, then the other one says, no, I don't think so. No, and then he says, oh well, I bet they are gonna win. So then, no, I'm not gonna bet that. That's what he would answer. But of course, any wiser, mathematician, anyone, he would know. Okay, there is a chance for this to happen or not to happen. So I give you an odd. I give you not this 1-to-1. So we bet €10 each, but instead I give you 11 for 10 or 12 for 10. So this is odd. Right, the bookies, they used to set up in England. They used to set up the prices like that. Right, 7. Oh no, he's making a date of that. That's so silly, really. You can't even. I don't know, really. But 7-to-4, 9-to-5, whatever. So this was starting to be a bit odd, and that's why they introduced this term. Anyway, so I call it the price. But it's a bit odd. But if you want, so you can have any odd in a right in this. This is what the in England used to do. That is 185 divided by 100. So they used to give it in these ratios, 7-to-4 or 5-to-4 or 7-to-3 or whatever. Right? They were giving these odd prices. So that's why they were called odds. So anyway. You have a price. This is European market format now these days, and you have a reverse price. So whenever you make a bet, he's making a bet as well. So you're not betting you both put some money on the table and you're ready to take the whole sum or to let it go if your bet is not gonna, or this occurrence is not gonna go your way, but it's also going his way. So anyway, either it's going his way or so. So I can put in any figure here, and you will instantly have the reverse odds, because this is the reverse of this. This is the 1 minus this. This is the reciprocal, the inverse of this, but it's the reverse odds, I call it. Anyway, you can enter any price, but if I enter one that occurs here, you will instantly see pop up the other price on the other side, because it's a Umkehrfunktion. I don't know now. Reverse function. Anyway, so if this is 5, it's here 125. So you bet for 5, he's betting for 125. If he bets for 125, where did I put it here? Where is it gone? Anyway, 125 here. Sorry. Here's 5, 125. Here's 5, 125 on the other side. So, and it's also the percentage we share. 80% for me, 20% for him, 20% for me, 80% for him. So we expose ourselves to swings. I mean, the bookie might have this different position because he says, well, give me your money and I give you back in case you win. But as I said, you can also put it on the table. But or if you what I had plenty of times with bookies, I had this agreement. You know, we just had a balance between us, right? So we had a balance. So maybe he was 6,000 ahead. So and I went on betting, and maybe one day I was 12,000 ahead. But anyway, you this is the same. I mean, if you trust yourself, then you don't even need to put it on the table. You just say, you call him and you say, okay, I'm gonna bet 10,000, 5,000, whatever it is, on this to happen. And he says, I'm gonna put my money against this. I'm gonna give you this price, or I bet for this price. It's no difference. So anyway, and this holds true also on if you do a combination bet. This is all I was trying to show you, right? And if you say, I mean, just to make it a bit more, plastic, I don't know what it is, transparent, maybe, something like that. If you, okay, let's take those. This was Chelsea playing Arsenal, I think, some prices from the weekend, right? Liverpool, Burnley, or things like that, right? And those are the prices for those. So you made your typical heavy favorites bets, which I disadvise, reminding you once again that most likely those prices are perfect, because the market has so much knowledge and understanding of this, and also knowing all those guys going for the favorites, which they still appreciate. They also like them, you know, usually. That's different of advices. Anyway, I have to check the time now. Anyway, so you make your typical combination and you say, I bet Chelsea are going to win, Liverpool are going to win, and you say, so to say, you said Chelsea are going to win, and Liverpool are going to win, and Man United are going to win, and Real Madrid are going to win, and Bayern Munich are going to win, and Barcelona, and Borussia Dortmund, and Man City. They're all going to win, and I get 16.91 times my money. So this is your bet, and you hope for this all to happen, and you think that's a very easy thing to get it right. Although I showed you it's more likely possibly that Mainz are going to win in Munich, but you still go for this. So you have an associated probability, which is still the reciprocal or the inverse of this price, and you have the opposing prop of 1 minus this. And so he gets a price from you of 1.06. So more or less, he makes a bet. I bet you. He makes the bet. I bet either Chelsea are not going to win, or Liverpool are not going to win, or Man United are not going to win, or Real Madrid are not going to win, or Bayern Munich are not going to win, or Barcelona are not going to win, or Dortmund are not going to win, or Man City are not going to win. And what price do you give me? Okay, 1.06. Ready? Okay, we can make the bet. I mean, he wouldn't call you to ask you if you would take his silly bet. Rather, you'd call him to ask him if he takes your bet. But still, he's getting a prize from you. So he's also betting with you. He's betting the reverse occurrence, which is defined on an and. It's defined if you say this and this and this is gonna happen, then he says either this or this or this or this is not gonna happen. So this is and or. It's turned around, but it's only logical. I mean, you wouldn't expect him to pay you money if Liverpool, which happened, are not gonna win. You lost your bet. So he said either them. You can say I won all the other 7, yeah, but you lost the one. So sorry, I was just saying either this one or this one or this one are not gonna win, and one of them did not win. So I was right. My bet is won. Your money is gone. Thanks a lot. I have to do another one about these terms I tried to introduce. We exceeded the 15 minutes already, which is the maximum I should record here. So thanks a lot for watching. Come back soon. Leave your likes, leave your comments. I'm gonna get back to that on... Yeah, okay, I'm gonna answer your questions either in videos or in comments. Whatever. Okay, thanks. Bye.